Hello and welcome to the next episode of our playthrough of Addams Family Mansion Mayhem. It is a game by Outright Games, and as you guys may or may not know, I am an Outright Games ambassador. I've been an Outright Games ambassador for a while now, and they provided us with a copy of this game and a couple of other games that we are going to be covering. It's going to be a new series, and it's going to be our series of games that we will cover. They'll give us games, we'll play them through, we'll give you the full gameplay, and then you'll also have a review at the end of the series, so you guys can find out how I felt, what I felt was good, bad, and so on and so forth. So you guys can let me know what you guys think at the end and stuff like that, or comment down below, let me know what you think. That's always greatly appreciated. And when you guys Dino smash that like button, it's always greatly appreciated too. So thank you very much. Now this is the next level that we're on. It is not a mini game one, however, because in the last episode, as you guys may or may not have seen, there was a mini game as well. That has been the thing going forward. Sometimes you'll get mini games, sometimes you won't, and it's fun when they add them in. Sometimes they're a bit simple, but again, these games are aimed at younger audiences and are tailored towards that, so bear that in mind when you guys are checking out the games. They are aimed towards younger gamers, so younger gamers can get involved. And these are also great games to play as a family, because they aren't aimed at being super violent or super competitive. They're good, wholesome fun for the whole family. That is kind of the motif here with a lot of Outright Games' content they produce. It's all about having everyone, young, old, everyone able to play and have a good time. And that is a good thing, because gaming should always bring us all together. It should always be a thing that unites us, not divides us, and it should be a thing that everyone can get involved in. So having games with other accessibility features is always a good thing in my book. I know that there are some game developers out there and some studios who don't think about that sort of stuff, but as a content creator who is disabled themselves, it's something that's always on my mind when I come to looking at a game and thinking about playing it, because if it doesn't have tools that I can't work around, it's going to make it harder for me to play it, and I'm going to struggle. Now, I'm not saying that all games should be playable by everyone. That is by no means what I mean. What I mean is everyone should have the opportunity to be able to play them, because without accessibility tools and features built into games nowadays, it is going to get harder and harder for a lot of the gaming industry to be marketable to the gamers who don't have the requirements and the skills to be able to play certain games, because there are over 4 billion gamers in the world now, and everyone should have the capacity to be able to play a game. Not the want to, but they should be able to get involved, and having accessibility tools is a key must to be able to achieve that. It's just something that I like to make sure that people are aware of, and it's something I always try to champion, because it matters a lot to me as a disabled gamer, and it should matter to everyone, because we should come together and play together. That's my opinion in the whole thing. I know that everyone will have a difference of opinion, but if you guys want to sound off and let me know what you guys think on that one, don't be shy, go ahead. I won't judge, but that's just my opinion on that one. So you guys can share on your opinion on that one if you want, and we can always have a discussion about it, either on the live streams that we do on the channel, or we can discuss it in the comments section, because I always like engaging with you guys and having a good conversation about some cool topics. So for those who haven't seen the rest of this game's gameplay, there will be a link to it down in the description, so you guys can check that out if you want. So it's there for you guys to enjoy, and you can go over and check it out at your leisure. There will be a link for it in the cards, and at the end screen we will have things there for you guys to check out. So don't worry about that one. It is covered, and I do have everything playlisted for you, and everything will be there for you guys to enjoy. And we will have the whole series playlisted, including the review at the end. So I like to be as open as I can when it comes to reviewing a game or talking about a game. I try and keep it as impartial as possible, and make sure that whenever I'm reviewing a game, I can be as analytical as possible, even though there are people that will say you're having an opinion just by reviewing it. I mean, a review can be analytical and not be opinionated. It can show you just the facts, which is what I try to do whenever I do my reviews. I try to give all the facts that I can show and be as analytical as possible all the way through until the end, where I do my final thought, which is where my personal opinion comes into play. And I always try and share my opinions and views free of judgment of anyone else's, because whilst one game may be in one person's taste, another may not. You know, it's something that I like to try and be aware of when it comes to reviewing a game and stuff like that. I know there are many channels out there that do this type of content, where they review games and do let's plays, but what I try and bring to the table is a unique perspective as a person who has been a disabled gamer for many years, and trying to spread awareness for the inclusion of accessibility features of the industry, and making sure that more games support accessibility features, in my opinion, is a key thing. Because with the fact that there are 4 billion gamers in the world today, and a large majority of that is people who are disabled or who have disability needs, be it dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculus, or any of the other different disabilities out there. Like mine, I have Tourette's, and I also have EDD and ADD. So it's kind of one of those where you got to try and make sure that you meet the needs or requirements of any possible gamer that might be interested in your game. And whilst it is hard for the devs to try and manage to maintain those requirements, I'm not saying that every developer or publisher is going to be doing it. I would hope that they would all do it, but that's just me being hopeful, because isn't the idea of trying to appeal to as many people as possible when it comes to making a game? Well, that's just my opinion on it though, because wouldn't you want to? It's just one of those, you know. I look at it and I think, why do they make games where they don't do that? And it's just, you know, it's one of those. I like to talk about things whilst I play a game, and talk to you guys about all these different things that we do, and all the things that are going on when it comes to gaming. For me, I know that there is a lot that's going on in the world, and for a lot of us, gaming is an escape. I know that for me it's an escape from all the stresses and stuff of the world, and it's also a way that I socialize. Because of my disability, I don't leave the house much. I find that going outside is extremely stressful because of judgment of people with their close-mindedness. So I try and stay indoors and stay in an environment where I'm in control and able to feel safe. So I try and that's the reason why I game a lot, because it's my socialing, and it's a way of me feeling that I can at least be me and enjoy what I want to do. I know that a lot of people will struggle with stuff like anxiety and stuff like that, and depression, and with the way the world is, it's always nice to be aware of that, you know, and to know that it's okay to not be okay, and to come together as a group of people and as a community, because we're all gamers and we should all support each other, in my opinion. Like, we should always all feel okay to do whatever it is that we want to do and come together and have a good time. That's just my take on it. And especially with the way that the industry is and how they're so evolving, they're getting so many new things coming in and getting new consoles and new technologies like the Unreal Engine 5 and all these cool things that will make gaming better for everyone. So I like to stay up on all that sort of thing, but I can talk to you guys about it. I do that on the streams, and we talk about all the cool new techie tech stuff and anime and all those cool things that everyone likes, and everyone is allowed to give their opinions and their takes on it free of judgment, because at the end of the day we can't come together and have difference of opinions and share a conversation. That's how I look at it. We can come together and have a good time and have a laugh or two and do that sort of thing. That's just my opinion, you know. That's the way I try and be, that we can have a good time. Oh god, that is melting. Ooh. I wonder what this meal is that I'm walking on. I think that this is like cheese, and I think that the stuff with the red thing is supposed to be meat, and the waterfall of orange with the lumps of things may be like a soup or a I'm trying to think of the food stuff now. It's a fish borscht or something like that, or something along those lines, like a type of stew or a soup of some kind. I don't know. I'm always curious because that's the foodie in me. I mean, it's Addams family, so it's going to be a weird soup or a meal anyway. You know, like eyeballs in it, and fish heads and corn that looks like it's starting to rot, and it's just weird. You know, it's like, I wonder what it's supposed to be. Oh, grapes are in the way. Or olives. I don't know what they are. What are my challenges? Achieving greatness. Oh no. Gotta get the grapes onto the plate, don't I? Oh. No, poo. There we go. At least they just respawn. Oh. Almost there. Oh, dang it. Yay, we achieved greatness. That's all three of the challenges done. Don't have to worry about too much on the balloons now. Got all those. Boing. Whee! Here's a question for you guys. Question time. How do you feel about the Activision Blizzard acquisition merger thing? So Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard. Do you feel like it's going to be good for the industry or bad for the industry? Because personally, I feel like it's going to be good for the industry. They've already said that they intend on making it so that more people can access flagship titles by Activision Blizzard, i.e. the one and only Call of Duty. So that's a good thing. They wanted to bring it to more platforms and free up some of the development teams that are locked into working on nothing but Call of Duty. Would also be a great thing for them as well. I feel like that is definitely something that it will definitely help people like Hyman Studios, who made some of my favorite games, like the Transformers series, the All of Cybertron and War for Cybertron. Love those. And to see them be freed up from working on Call of Duty to being able to work on new IPs or existing IPs that they've wanted to work on but couldn't because they were working on nothing but Call of Duty would be great. And to reduce the amount of Call of Duty studios would always, in my opinion, be a good thing, because we don't need a Call of Duty every year, because we should get new games coming out and revitalize old games. But that's just my opinion. I thought that you guys might enjoy that one. I would love to know what you guys think on that one. Please let me know. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to Dino smash that like button if you can, and leave a comment, even if it's just a simple emoji. It's always helpful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing out the content that when you do. You guys are amazing. Everything will be linked down in the description. Remember, be safe, be well, have fun gaming, and as always, I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care, and I'll see you there. Bye.